In this series, we'll start with the basics and work our way up, exploring each era of the game, opening packs, building decks, and dueling with classic and modern cards. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this series is for you. So stick around because the heart of the cards are calling, and together we will become true duelists. Welcome to the Garbage Lords Progression Series. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Garbage Lords Progression Series, and today I have for you Star Strike Blast. Only one opening this time, so a little bit easier. So we have officially crossed past the Edison format border, so we will actually have to care about our deck list again. But this set is pretty cool. It has a lot of good cards. Starting off in the rares, we got Droll and Lockbird, which is a really good card. It sees much more play later on in Yu-Gi-Oh's lifespan, but the fact that it's released now, pretty cool. Gravekeeper's Recruiter also isn't a bad card. It is, by the name, a recruiter. We also get Heatwave, a card seeing a lot of play right now in 10-pie decks. Formula Synchron is crazy as a rare. I didn't think it was a rare. And then we got Gravity Collapse, which is a good card for like a synchro spam strategy. Obviously sees way more play in, I believe, Sword Soul later on, but that's probably not a deck that we're going to be able to play. In these super rares, what do we have here? We got some Ice Spirit cards. Archfiend Empress is a card that I always thought would be better than it is. A new Monarch that's very bad, literally just worse Curaz in every way, I think. Other than that, we have Vadriana, which isn't a bad card for the Dragoonie archetype, but kind of a little too high rarity for sealed. We get Different Dimension Ground, which is a good card. It is basically just a lingering macro for a turn. It's actually not bad. And Naturia Cherries, I think a card that people always look at as like, oh, it's a decent card for Naturia, but we're probably not going to be able to play Naturia. In the secret rare, we have Skullmeister is another hand trap that we will now have access to if we manage to pull it. Gay Durg is one of the funniest named cards. Genai Ally Axel is actually a very good Gen X card, so who knows. We get, in the Ultras, we get Shogun Beret is a good card for the Karakuri deck. We get Tuning, which is a great card for the junk quick draw deck kind of soup. Gub is insane. Shooting Star Dragon is bad, but it's kind of cool. Scrap Twin Dragon is a scrap locked scrap synchro, so unfortunately not that great. And Red Nova Dragon is not playable. In the short prints, we have no cards that really matter. I mean, White Mare is kind of cool for the Skull Servant deck. White Elflin's Gift is a kind of trade-in, but not trade-in. And Vanity's Emptiness is a card that we will not be enjoying to play, unfortunately. In the commons, what do we have? We have some more Naturia cards, some... just like a lot of bad stuff, honestly. I mean, there's like Iceberry Medallion, which is a good card. Exterior's Fang is a funny card for Naturia. We get Nishi Pachi, which is actually a good card for the Karakuri deck, but we need to pull... I don't know what our Karakuri pulls look like right now, so we would basically have to pull a Beret, and then in the next episode we get Beret Do.
So I'm not going to say I'm mad, but I'm also not going to say that I'm particularly happy with how last episode went. Getting sacked by two one-ofs and then him opening two two-ofs is insane. But as we have previously seen, he is literally just an anime character. But it could be worse. We get Star Strike Blast with 30 packs, so we're going to pop this open and hope for the heckin' beast. Flip. The Karakuris do get released in this pack, which, they're not bad. Speaking of which, Sazank. I don't remember what any of these do, so I'm just gonna open, but I mean, Super is pretty nice. Ooh, we got an ultimate rare, Mischief of the Yokai. Each face-up monster on the field loses 2 levels until the end phase. You can remove this card from play this card from your graveyard to select one face-up monster and reduce its level by 1 until the end phase. This effect cannot be activated the turn this card is sent to the graveyard. Okay. I don't think that's very good, but who knows? Lancer Archfiend. Lancer Archfiend, as well as the Medallion of the Ice Barrier, Droll, and Blockbird, and Vanity's Emptiness. This is the pain pack. We have haha, your turn is over, and haha, your turn is over, just at different eras. We got a Mega Quake. I don't think that card's very good, but I have not read it yet, so we'll see. Oh boy, we got a Shooting Star Dragon. So if we pull a Quasar, not from this pack, Quasar is not in this pack, but if we pull a Quasar in the future, we can play it and then summon out Star. So this requires one Tuner Synchro Monster and one Stardust Dragon. The Tuner Synchro Monster that we have access to at this point is exactly heckin' what's it called? It's in this set as a rare. Formula. Yeah, that's the one. So we can do that, which is fun and interesting, and I don't know about that. Swift Scarecrow. Yay. Quackamiru Wall. We got a red Nova Dragon, which is not a terrible card. 2 tuners and an RDA. This card gains 500 attack. Well, we can't play this, but this card gains 500 attack for each tuner monster in your graveyard. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can target the attacking monster, banish this card, and if you do, negate the attack. During the end phase, special summon this banished card, special summon it back. What the heck? We're walking in hollows. Power Breaker. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect and sent to the graveyard, target one face-up spell trap card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. If this card attacks or is changed to defense position, or if this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the damage step. Okay. So it can like wall up an attack. Oh, there we go, formula. We only need one, but yeah. Lancer Archfiend. I hate this card, so it's Hate Wave, not Heat Wave. It's literally only used for degen stuff. That's our second troll. I think we only have one Vanities right now. Oh, we have two. Fun and interactive gameplay coming soon to a prog near you. Oh, Jesus, second Ghost Rare Shooting Star. Sure. And a Gravity Collapse. Another Swift Scarecrow. That's, I think, our playset. Another formula. I think we're pretty set on our commons. Outside of Vanities, but I hate that card. And Medallion, but oh, I guess White Elephant we also don't have. We're missing a few rares that I want, but we'll see. Another Gravity Collapse. We have plenty of those. Another Power Breaker and a Scrap Soldier. Oh gosh, another ultimate rare Mischief of the Yokai. Okay, Gravekeeper's Recruiter. It's a recruiter. Literally gives recruiters the name. Another Gravity Collapse. A ultimate rare Gub and another Heat Wave. All right, last pack. Well, we got 5 Vanities. Only 2 Medallion. I don't care about that. Double Ghost Rare Shooting Star. We got 2 Formula. Double Droll. Kind of wish we had 3. Ultimate Rare Gub. Double Ultimate Rare Mischief. Clock. We got a Sanzak. Red Nova. And yeah, I'm saving this to the collection, and I'll see you guys in the deck profile.
So first thing we got to do is resolve our 3 legacy packs, which it was kind of a hard decision. Unfortunately, a lot of things that we could get just aren't really that accessible at the rarity that they're at. It would be great if we had access to some other sets, but I couldn't really decide. It was like I could pick Light Destruction. We'd have shots at like Industrial Strength or Lila if we're lucky. More shots at Hero Blast, something like that. We could open something like Duelist Genesis, try to get like a second Stars or a Goyo or a Thought Ruler or something like that. we could try and open up like Ancient Prophecy or Absolute Power Force. Shining Darkness, it's not really that good, but it's a decent set. Like I gotta look at these. Yeah, so after some consideration, I think, unfortunately, I think the best thing we can go into is Light of Destruction. We get more shots at Hero Blast for our Hero Beat deck. We get shots at things like Industrial Strength. We get shots at things like Lila or JD, stuff like that. I mean, there's some other sets that I would like to go into just because the high end is so good. But yeah, I think this is probably the best thing that we can go into on the low end. So let's go ahead and flip them up. That's not really what we wanted. We didn't need another Substitute. And that is a Lumina. We needed Lila. Okay. Well, yeah, it's just not good. So let's go ahead and add collection and then get on into the opening for today. So today we have, let's see, where is it? Where is it? We have 24 packs of Starstrike Blast. Let's go ahead and get on into the opening. So flip them up. Well, there's Vanities. That ruins the set immediately. There's a Karakuri monster. I don't think any... Oh, we get Swift Scarecrow common. That's pretty good for like a battle... not I like a stall deck. I shouldn't say a battle phase deck. Was that an ultra? Oh no, okay, that's just a rare. I would have been mad if that was anything higher than a rare. There's a Nishipachi. It's not bad. I think Inashichi is also not bad, but we really need to pull the Synchro if we want to do anything. There's a Heat Wave, and there's our playset of Swift Scarecrow. Honestly, not terrible. There's another one of these cards. I don't know what it does. There's our playset of those. I could use something else. Chain Dog. Okay. Creation Resonator is a bad card, yeah. I'm thinking of a different one. Karakuri Showdown Castle, okay. Oh, that's our fourth or fifth one of these guys. It's our fourth, gosh. Really not seeing anything, we're halfway through. There's a Cherries, it's our first super rare, gosh. I think you need multiple of those, am I not wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah, you have to have multiple. It's a really bad card. There's a second Heat Wave. There's our fifth one of those. Oh my gosh. There's our second Inashichi. I mean, it's not bad, but we're not seeing any of the other... Six of those. What? 7! We had 7? That's insane. Kokamaru Wall? I mean, sure, but... Second Chain Dog? Oh my gosh. Second Creation Resonator... First Droll, okay, thanks. There's our fourth Inashichi, but wow, one super rare. One super rare? Oh no, we're re-rolling this. I don't care. We're re-rolling this shit. I think this is either our first or second re-roll ticket of 5Ds, and I don't think we have too many sets left. 1, 2. Yeah, we have 2 sets left, so I'm fine using a reroll on this. All right, 24 more packs. Let's hope these go better. Scrap Soldiers, not amazing. Vanity's Emptiness is whatever. Whitemare's fine. Ugh, there's another Aurora. That's just really annoying. Oh gosh, this card's gonna be the death of me. I swear. Yeah, it's a bad card. It's just not a good card. Oh, well, there's a Scrap Twin Dragon. I mean, it's decent in scraps, but you can't use it for anything else. There's another Wall, I think. We've pulled 2 of those. Okay. Let's hope that those aren't our other Karakuri cards. Ally Salvo. That's a Ally of Justice card. Okay, we don't care about that. There's a Heat Wave. Sure, I guess. Third the way through, and a second one of those, I guess. Sure. This was a better opening. Gub is a good card. I'm happy. I'm officially happy. Okay. Don't care what else we get. It cannot be worse than the last opening. Okay, I think we've opened like 3 of these. 2, okay. I can see something else. We're halfway through. Another ally salvo. I want something different. Creation Resonator is technically different. Is that our first Swift Scarecrow? It is. That's going to be really annoying if we don't get a playset of that. D2 Shield. That's a bad card. Why is that a super rare? As a second Swift Scarecrow, I'll take it. Karakuri Ninja Model 339. I guess it's a fine card. I won't say it's good. Mirror Ladybug. What the fuck is this? Gaia Drake, the Universal Force. We literally can't play this. It's a terrible ultra. It's our first merchant. We've only got 5 packs left. That's kind of sad if we want to play Karakuri. There's a third Swiss Scarecrow. Oh, what? Squirrel. Wow, that's so bad. Scrap Soldier. Tyrant's Temper. Okay, sure, whatever. Last pack, we got a Royal Knights of the Ice Barrier. God dang, dude. I mean, this. I'm taking it because A, I have to, but also B, it's like, it's not that bad. I mean, we got a Gub. An Atomic Scrap is like technically fine. I'll have to check our scrap pool. I don't think we have much. I wish we got more of this guy in Anishi, but if we win the next episode and get 2 commons and rares, or one of the next 3, we can just pick this up. I don't know what all you need to play Karakuri, but I think we've got a decent amount of the stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we're taking it. We got everything we need, essentially. Right? Yeah. I guess we got pretty much everything you could ask for. I'm surprised I didn't get more than 3 of those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and add a collection, and we will see what we can't build. Wow.
All right, ain't no one having fun today. So, I really think that this is the most degen thing I have ever and will ever bring. And I know that I literally brought Frog FDK 2 episodes ago. So, what is this? This started off as counter fairies because I really, really like counter fairies. Stuff like Bountiful Artemis is intriguing and interesting, as the counter traps are just a unique part of Yu-Gi-Oh! That does not get explored a whole ton outside of just being a one of in a deck that is solemn. Also, speaking of solemn, in hindsight, I probably should have picked up the solemn over the Stratos, because then it would have been used in every deck until its banning, and I almost immediately regretted it after the episode. Back to counter fairies. They're super unique. Bountiful Artemis letting you cycle your resources whenever you activate a counter trap, which we are playing 9 of, is very good. And counter fairies also have a lot of other good things. In traditional counter fairies, like in Edison format, you have stuff like Mask of Darkness and also Harvest Fairy of Wisdom, which also lets you cycle from your graveyard. Unfortunately, it was printed secret. I'm only playing 3 Artemis and 9 counter traps, and instead I am playing Mystic Mine at home. Vanity's Emptiness is a plague and a black spot on Yu-Gi-Oh! For years. This ever-present threat that, oh, is that set card Vanities? Will my entire turn be shut down because my opponent is simply playing Vanities? Yes, there are a lot of normal summon decks, but a lot of those still special summon. Vanities just says neither player can special summon monsters. If anything touches the graveyard from your deck, your field, anything, then it gets destroyed on field. So that's balanced, right? You can just like MST your opponent's other card and then Vanities goes bye-bye, and then you can play the game. Well, yes and no. In reality, Vanities will shut down your opponent, and then you can just detach an XYZ, tribute over a monster, or even just pop your own back row or activate a spell.
and then your vanities goes to grave. You can special summon on your turn, and your opponent got completely shut down. And much like Mystic Mine in the most recent competitive scene, Vanity stuck around for far too long. But I'm going to abuse this. There's the little clause, if a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, specifically the graveyard. Now, I posit to you, what if nothing hits the graveyard? What if we play Macro and Banisher of the Radiant so that nothing hits the graveyard, so that we can just overwhelm our opponent with our BS stupid stuff? So let's do the card by card. I hate everything. We start off with a Caius. This is just a good utility tool and also a big guy. This deck struggles with big guys, so having this utility card that also is big is a good thing. After that, we've got Double Grand Maju. This is to close out games. We want to get everything down to a simplified game state, have a bunch of counter traps set so our opponent cannot do anything, and then hit in with a big Grand Maju. Now, Grand Maju gains 400 attack and defense for each banished card, and that counts both players' banish zone. So, if 5 cards are in both players' banish zone, or 10 total cards are banished, that's 4,000 damage, 4,000 attack and defense. Yeah. Grand Maju get big. He big boy. Now, we don't have a lot of the good stuff from Modern, such as Gizmecha Orochi, but still, Grand Maju is still a strong card that we will be utilizing. After that, we've got Bountiful Artemis. I love this card. Each time a counter trap is activated, immediately after it resolves, draw 1 card. Such a strong card, such a fun card. I love this card. I like how it interacts with counter traps in a unique way. After that, we've got Banisher of the Radiance. This is literally macro on legs. Strong card, stupid card. I hate it. And then we have 1 Thunder King Ryo. Neither player can add cards from their deck to the hand except drawing them. We don't care because we only draw, but this can hopefully shut down Immortal. And then during either player's turn, when your opponent would special summon exactly 1 monster, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy it. So it's a solemn warning, but we will not be activating this much because it has to send specifically to graveyard, and we can't do that under Macro or Banisher. So, yeah. And then we have Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. When it inflicts damage, your target 2 monsters in your opponent's graveyard, banish them. Your opponent cannot banish cards from either graveyard, which is interesting, so we can't crow stuff if we need things in the graveyard, but that's not going to come up for this deck specifically. It's mainly just to get things banished for Grand Maju, and also just to get that graveyard control online a little bit faster. And we're only playing 2 because we only need 2. After that, we've got 1 Forbidden Chalice. I keep forgetting that we have this card, which is sad because it's just such a strong card. After that, we got Double Upstart. It was playing 38, and then a little Luca tech. Thank you, Luca, from Bumboy's Discord. Gravekeeper's Servant. Unless your opponent sends 1 card from the top of his/her deck to the graveyard, she cannot declare an attack. So your opponent must send to the graveyard to declare an attack, but they can't do that under macro, so he just cannot attack, and then we can hit big with Grand Maju. Yay! Yu-Gi-Oh! Then we have Trunade. This is to go for big damage with Grand Maju. Just get ready for Trunade, hit Trunade, everything goes to hand, swing in with an 8k Grand Maju, and he's dead. He's just dead. Now we've got Triple Reckless because I want to draw more. There's a lot of draw power, and we want to cycle through our good cards as quickly as possible. And then we have 1 Black Horn of Heaven, only playing 1 because he's not going to be special summoning if we have Vanities up, but this is just sort of insurance. And then we have 2 Divine Wrath. I'm only playing 2 because it requires a discard, and that's why I'm playing Magic Drain. Also, Magic Drain was reprinted, so we're not playing 1 Magic Jammer because that requires us to discard, whereas this forces our opponent to discard, making it a instant neg on their part to be able to get off their key spell, if they even have a spell, and that can give us information on their hand, as well as just being a good card. And then we have Forced Back. If your opponent would normal or flip summon a monster, return it to the opponent's hand. It just negates it. Negates and sends it back. And then 7 tools, pay 1,000 to negate the activation of a trap card. This is very key for in the battle phase. We do not want to get Saku'd with Gren Maju. That's why we also have the Trunade, just to make sure that our big boy hits face. Then we've got double bottomless. One gets that banish stuff online, and also just a dang good card. Speaking of dang good cards, what's that? A Mirror Force? Oh, yes, it is. And then after that, we've got triple macro. We're not using the first effect to summon Helios because Helios is bad. We are instead just send any card, send to the graveyards, banish instead. Yay! And that keeps our Vanity's Emptiness online. For the side, we've got triple Sidra, and it's now back at 3. We can't really utilize that, but going second, it can be good because, as I said before, this deck struggles with big guys. So getting big guys on board is good. Speaking of big guys, we can get rid of them with DD Warrior Lady. Not only does this banish things, but it also gets rid of sticky monsters. If he's playing a beatdown strategy, we will be siding this in. And then we will also be siding in DD Survivor if we need that extra little bit of security for getting things online. Importantly, we can't Survivor under Vanities, but it's still a good card that can help us in the grind. Then we also have an MST. Heavy Storm is now banned, as well as Minecon. So with the loss of those power spells, we have a lot safer time setting a bunch of cards. He basically has Trunade and MST exactly, unless he brings back Bait Doll, which I doubt he will. MST is just here in case he has the same idea of playing a back row heavy deck, and we need that extra little bit of stiff. If he's playing a beatdown strategy, we have Saku as well, and another Blackhorn if he's playing a very heavy special summon deck, just in case, and then Divine Wrath as well in case we absolutely need it. But honestly, this deck is pretty tight. I don't want to side things in as much. The main thing would be like DD Warrior Lady for some like magic drains or Divine Wraths, depending on the scenario. Maybe some Bountiful Artemis or Kaikus. But I don't want to get rid of monsters because we only have 12. After that, we have double Trap Jammer. We don't want to get Saku'd, so this ensures that we don't get Saku'd and also helps with the Bountiful Artemis. I was thinking about Negate Attack because that is a counter trap, but it's a little bit funky and I don't really want to play it. The extra does not matter because we have no way to get to tuners. So it's just here. We don't have any mind cons, brain cons, banned. We can't do anything with it. It's literally just here to make him think, oh, he's playing an extra deck. So we're not going to have any shenanigans. But
Well, who would have guessed? Fortunately, we didn't get too much in our legacy packs. Maybe should have just taken the commons and rares, but we're especially going to take them today if we win with this deck. This is a kind of like Rock Stun meets Dark Calling deck. Essentially, I just didn't like Rock Stun itself. So we pulled 3 Wall, we have 3 Guardian, only 1 Sandman, but that's fine. I just really didn't like Rock Stun in a format where Zach is almost main decking Royal Decrees and siding, almost always siding Trap Stun. So I wanted to play something that relied a little bit less on trap cards and more just on the inevitability of we will drop a bomb in Dark Gaia. So let's just go ahead and get to the card by card. So we're on 1 Big Piece Golem. Kind of wish we had more of this, but it's fine. It's a pretty bad Cyber Dragon because you can just normal it, you don't special it. We've got 1 Gale. This is just a really good tuner. Also out Stardust, really kind of important. We've got Caius at 3. This is our best Fiend monster. Even if we just pitch this from our hand for something like I don't know, some effect, this is still pretty good. Double Cyber Drag, it's at 3. The third one's in the side deck. I just wanted to play with Sidra because Sydra's a pretty strong card, I hear. 1 effect layer, our new Gub. This lets us get into some really interesting lines, especially considering a majority of our level 4s are Earths. We can go into Nat Beast. We got triple Guardian, 1 Sandman, 3 Wall if you've never had these cards. Quacky Mirror Guardian can negate monster effects, Sandman can negate traps, and Wall can negate spells. The only problem is you have to have another rock in hand in order to keep them around on the field. That being said, when you're playing a critical mass of rocks like we are, it's not that big of a deal. We've got double Jujitsu Master. Again, this is just another rock monster. Same thing with Big Piece Golem. But it's also just a good card that lets you reset tempo. So pretty good. Morphing Jar, while not the best rock monster in terms of attack stats, it is a good card in terms of loading up our graveyard for a Dark Calling, or, getting things like, just stuff out of hand that we don't want. We got double Tomato. This might be a strange include, but it lets us get into Sangan, which lets us get into, a lot of our good power cards. It also lets us get into Plague and Gale if we want to do any kind of synchro plays. We got Granmule, again, just another rock monster. I think we've got, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rocks. So we have a decent amount. For the spells, we've got triple Dark Calling. We have 3 Dark Gaia. We hope to resolve Dark Calling as much as possible. If you've never read Dark Gaia, it's a pretty interesting card for being released so early in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. So it's a rock and a fiend monster. Must be special summon at Dark Fusion, which Dark Calling is. Dark Calling just banishes fusion material from hand or graveyard. But it gains attack equal to the original attack of the fusion materials used to summon this card. When it declares an attack, you can change all defense position monsters your opponent controls to face-up attack, and flip effects are not activated. So basically, if Zach he doesn't have a Raikou, but if he had like a Raikou, a Man-Eater Bug, a Snow Man-Eater, this doesn't get killed by that. It's pretty safe to do damage with this, and it's just a really strong card. Dark Hole is back from 1. Actually, I can do this here. Boo, if you guys didn't know this is how you can change the ban list. We're on the September 2010 ban list, and you can see Dark Hole is back to 1. We still have Trunade. Same thing with Reborn. Reborn comes back to 1, and MSD comes back to 2. So yeah, pretty strong. We've got 3 Upstart Goblin. We just want to have a thin deck. We don't really care if Zach is up 1,000, because we hope to just end the game quickly with Dark Gaia. We got 1 Called, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Return to the Different Dimension. There's a very funny thing you can do where if, you Dark Calling for Gaia, banishing Caius and, Guardian, you can just return back the Guardian and the Caius, and then he's in a real rough spot. Judgment and Torrential round out that lineup. In the side, like I said, we have the 1 Cyber Dragon, the double DD Crow, double Electric Virus, double Knock. I figured this is actually a pretty decent card if we are running into sets pretty often. Don't know what he could be playing, but he might. Double Mask Restrict, again, just in case he's playing Monarch. I don't think it'll come up too much, but better safe than sorry. And we got triple Smashing, triple Compulse. I basically wanted outs to Armor Master and Stardust. I know Smashing Ground doesn't out Stardust, but it does out Armor Master, and Compulse out Stardust. In the extra, we've got triple Dark Gaia. I wish there was something we could do with this guy in terms of synchro plays as well, but there just isn't any synchro monsters above level 8 right now that we have. We've got Catastor, Armory Arm, Black Rose, Brio, Iron Chain, Mistworm, Urbellum, Nat Beast, Stardust, Hades, Android, and Inferno Doom Dragon. I decided to keep this in because we can actually make this pretty easily if we have Plagues plus Caius, or Gale plus Sidra, or Gale plus Big Piece, or even something as kind of stupid as Plague Spreader plus Jujitsu Master plus Sangan. That technically works to make Doom Dragon. You just need a Dark Tuner. So I figured it's basically the best kind of high attack synchro that we have after exactly Stardust. So that is all from us. Let's get on into the duels. Well, Zach, we are 1 episode away from something very fun, but this episode was kind of a small one. It was just Starstrike Blast. A lot of good cards in this set. We won't say it there aren't. Just a lot of them at pretty high rarity.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I will let you know right now. I did end up using my second reroll ticket for 5Ds. I think it was the correct choice after what I saw. And yeah, I don't know if I'm happy with what happened, but I think we're gonna see some interesting stuff today. What about you? How did you feel about Starstrike Blast?
I think it's a stupid set that will ruin Yu-Gi-Oh for years.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards in this set that maybe aren't 100% playable right now, but eventually they're gonna be bad. Emptiness, vanities. Who? I don't know. This set's not bad. It's just bad in the long run. Anyways, let's go ahead and roll the dice and pick our poison. Okay. Boom.
Ah.
All right. We still draw for turn, so I'll be going first. 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw phase, draw for turn. Standby, main phase. Huh, okay. God, this is a tough choice. Yeah, this is a really tough choice. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set 3, and I will set a monster, and I'll pass it up.
Okay. You know, I'll do that.
Interesting. Okay. Draw for turn. Standby main. I mean, yeah. Let's do this. I'll normal. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll do this. I will set a card. I will flip Morphing Jar. You got any response to that? I should say.
No, that's fine. No.
Sure. All right. Let's see what you're. Oh, what the fuck are you on? Oh my god. Go fuck yourself. All right. We both draw 5. Oh my good lord.
You just improved my situation immensely. What are you on?
I'm on some stuff. Just wait. You wait. Yeah, let's. I guess we'll go to battle and I'll try to hit you for 700 big ones.
I'll take 7.
Alright, second main. Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm chilling. We're chilling like a villain out here.
Are you?
Oh, okay. Thinking here. Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty. In that case, I will just... And then battle, swing in.
Anything on attack declaration?
Nothing on attack deck.
Proceed to damage step. Do you have anything?
I have nothing right now, no.
Alright, I'll take the 9.
What would I have in damage step?
Honest? Skill. Honest?
You know I don't have honest. You literally know I don't have honest.
You could have shrink. You could have, I don't know, rush recklessly. I don't know. You could have something.
You also know I don't have shrink.
Yeah, you would be playing Glad Beast if you had that. Standby main. God, this doesn't feel like amazing right now. So you're playing counter fairies with Grand Machu? What? I'm so confused. This is like beyond confusing. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna attempt to normal summon Koakai Mairu Sandman.
Oh.
Anything on summon.
No.
Alright, attempt to leave the main phase.
Sure.
Alright, battle, I'll try to hit over Artemis.
Okay, attack deck is fine. Do you have anything in damage step?
I have nothing in damage.
Damage, I will pump my...
You are shitting on me for asking about damage! My god. Yeah, I'll take the 100. Okay, second main. We're good, go ahead.
I'll draw. And then in draw, I will activate Reckless Breed response.
No response to Reckless Greed.
Activate Reckless Greed. Response.
No response to Reckless Greed.
All right.
Must feel nice.
Oh, it feels great. I'm having a grand old time. So let's see here. Normal Banisher.
Ooh, on summon as your normal, I'll torrential.
All 7 tools.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So this is any card sent to grave, so this will be banished. Doubt that matters. Then Artemis on Knit New Chain. I'm
Artemis
assuming.
draw. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Nice attacking there. You know, I think you're having a good time. I'll go battle.
Sure.
I'll swing in with Banisher.
It's Sangan, so doesn't get its effect.
Yeah, it is.
1600.
I'll pass here.
Sure, draw. Okay, so each time I declare an attack, I have to send the top card of my graveyard. Okay.
Which you literally can't do because of Banisher.
Wait, so how does that work?
You must send a graveyard, but because all things sent to graveyard are banished, you can't send a graveyard, therefore you can't attack.
Is that actually how it works?
That is actually how that works.
Huh. All right.
To make it even more fun, I'm just going to activate Vanities.
Sure. Okay.
And since cards can't be sent to the graveyard, it can't go to graveyard if another card is sent. So.
Okay. So I gotta think here.
You having fun yet? I'm having fun.
If my morphing jar was just a little bit better, I'd be fine. So I can't.
Your morphing jar saved my entire hand.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I don't want to say kicking myself, but that's where I'm mad. Don't want to play this slow, but I think we're gonna play it slow. Because you control a monster and I control no monsters, I will normal summon without tributes Big Piece Golem.
I'm going to activate Forced Back to negate the summon.
Sure. So that goes to grave. Actually gets banished.
It goes back to hand.
Oh, return to the owner's hand.
Forced Back returns it to the owner's hand.
Centigrade. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. To hand. That's...
And then I'll Artemis on a new chain.
Sure.
Gets even better.
That's the case. Sorry, this is just like a big think moment.
I mean, this is Mystic Mine at home.
Yeah, I was not quite counting on this. This is not what I thought you'd play.
I may have gotten help from Luca to cook this up.
God fucking damn it. Okay. If that's the case, then I think we just have to like try for it. Okay, so that was one of them. See if that. Yeah, I don't think you could have like a judgment or anything, but you might have already tried for it. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna have to bank on you not having it.
All right. My go. Whoops. I did not mean to click that. I got confused.
It is turn 1 on Reckless. So you're good to play out. Kaiku.
Yeah, normal.
Sure.
Battle, I'll swing with all 3. And I will Kaiku banish Sand Veiler.
Sure, so I'm taking 16, 16, 18. Okay.
And then I will set one more, and then you're good to go.
Sure, draw. Okay. Kind of wish we had that last turn, but oh well. All right. Let's try for it. We just have to. We literally just have to try for it. Dark Hole.
Magic Drain?
Pitch a spell to negate, right? I'll pitch Can I pitch? Discard. Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can.
I'll pitch this Dark Calling.
Okay. That will
Clears all the
resolve, and then
monsters.
these will go to grave, importantly, and then Vanities will blow itself up.
Yep. Standby main, sorry.
Yeah.
Trunade.
Do it again.
Do not have it. This goes
Alrighty.
to grave. Okay. I'll attempt to normal summon Kawakimera Wall.
Sure.
We'll just go to battle.
Okay.
Try for 19.
I'll take 19.
Still in battle phase. Return, pay 2.
That is really annoying.
I also have to mill 1 off the wall. Or off the serpent.
Yeah.
Alright. Any response to return?
No.
Special. Try for another 19.
Mill for cost.
Yep. That's wrong one. It's Guardian.
Take 19.
1,000.
Take a K.
Mystic Tomato. Alright. Second main. Also, this is in grave. I'm going to sink Valor and Sangan. That's just happening. I'm trying to decide whether I want you to not have trap cards or not have spell cards. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Banish all monsters special summon by its effect during the end phase. Okay, so actually Sandman is going to go regardless. So I will sink off the Sandman. I'll make Stardust, and then I'll trigger Sangan.
Yes.
I'll pick up Gale to hand.
Interesting.
I'll set a card, and I'll pass.
I'll draw.
Turn 2 on Reckless, yeah.
Or I won't draw, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go next.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I do have to reveal for wall, but I had another wall in hand. Actually, you already knew about the big piece golem in hand. Oh my god, dude! How the fuck did I manage to find a way out of that? Oh my god, my heart's still fucking pounding. I don't know how I played through that correctly. I don't even know if I did. Oh, that's a hand.
All right, I'll draw for turn.
Yep.
If DB will catch up. I'll go standby main.
Artemis set 5.
No, it's going to be normal Banisher. Set 2.
Sure.
And pass.
Sure. Draw. Standby main. Smashing ground.
Okay.
Set. Go.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Set, go.
Sure. Standby main. I don't know why I kept this card in. It's not that good against you. I will just set a monster and I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw.
Yep.
I'll pass.
Draw. That is slightly better. Standby main. I'll attempt to normal summon wall. Any response?
Normal summon is fine.
Try for battle.
I'll take 19.
Okay. End phase, I'll reveal a guardian.
I'll draw.
Yep.
I will normal warrior lady.
Normal warrior lady. That's fine.
Battle.
Battle is fine.
Swing into the set.
After damage calc. Alright, so this is it is legendary Jujitsu Master. And I'm trying to remember the order of damage step. So damage calc is when damage is done. Damage step is after the actual damage is over. So you're gonna take 300, but you have an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to banish before I have an opportunity to place it at the top of the deck.
Um, yeah, I will attempt to Warrior Lady.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that's fine. I will allow it to be banished.
Okay. I will go main 2 and pass.
Sure, draw. Stand by main phase. We'll just go straight to battle and try and hit for 19.
I'll take 19.
Second main, we'll go to end phase and reveal the Guardian you already know about.
Mm-hmm. I'll draw.
Yep.
Feels pretty good. Normal Artemis.
Huh. Normal Artemis. That's fine.
All Reckless here.
That's fine.
Chain Macro.
That's also fine.
Okay.
You gonna summon anything off the macro?
No.
Okay. I think Helios, was it like a promo or a video game card?
Something. I don't
Something.
know. We don't have access to it.
Yeah, it's a really weird card.
And then I will pass here.
Sure. Draw. Huh. Okay, that's kind of interesting. What could you have? There's no counter traps for battle.
There is negate attack.
Oh, I guess technically that is a thing you can do. I feel like you wouldn't be. I feel like you have so many better counter traps to play than negate attack.
Like what? The warning I don't own?
Okay, you have black horns, you have divine wraths, you have 7 tools. You showed off like 2 other counter traps last game. I know you have a playset of Blackhorn and like a playset of Divine Wrath.
I only have 2 Blackhorn.
Oh well, you're still big cooking with that. Yeah, we'll just try for battle. I'll declare into Artemis.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Second main. I'll set a card. I'll go to end and reveal the Guardian. Go ahead.
I will simply pass here.
Sure, draw. It's pretty good. Stand by main. I will attempt to enter Sandman. Any response?
No response to Sandman, no.
Alright. Tempt battle phase. What? I think if you have some kind of attack negation, it technically doesn't matter which one I use first. I'll swing with Sandman first.
Okay.
Tempt game.
I couldn't find a monster!
Oh my god. Okay, if it makes you feel any better, I had like a back row just full of power traps.
My goodness, your hand was the frickin' nuts.
I also I had this. So one of the things I was thinking about doing, but I really didn't want to play into like Torrential or like Blackhorn or Divine Wrath, is compulse my own wall, special Sidra, re-normal the wall last turn when you had the Artemis on field. Oh my god. I did have a Calling in hand, but I could not find any Fiends, and then you knew the last card in hand was Guardian. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's talk about this because I don't know. I feel like 9 times out of 9 I shouldn't have won this.
Yeah, I feel like you just had exactly the one-ofs you needed to freaking win, and I bricked game 2.
Yeah, definitely game 1. Like I was sitting on Dark Hole Trunade the entire time, but I was like, I don't want to use these until I'm forced to. and I
Mhm.
was I waited until the exact turn I was forced to. I mean, I was at 400 life points, and I fucking returned for 200. So, oh my goodness. All right, so let's see. You were main decking vanities, which is so toxic, but it's very funny. Um, the Gravekeeper's Servant is an insanely powerful card if it resolves correctly. Interestingly enough, I think it actually puts you in a worse position to have this up under, like, obviously it doesn't, like you said, it didn't work, but I was thinking like, oh, every time I attack, I just mill, and for every monster I mill, it fuels my return from the different dimension, um, which didn't actually work. But when you kaiku'd my last two monsters, I was like, okay, this return instantly got a lot fucking better, and you wouldn't have known that, so.
Yeah, but you having freaking Dark Hole, Trunade, Return, like 3 1-ofs that cook my deck.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think I was playing like 9 1-ofs in this deck. Like I took out some of them, but like Mirror Force Torrential, Trunade, Gale, what was it? Plague Spreader, Call the Haunted, Return. I did. Speaking of which, let's talk about this set. We'll start into that. I got one of these bad boys, which
I got a
is
Gub too.
it's pretty strong. One of the reasons I ended up being pilled on this is because Gub is an Earth, and all the Kwakimeru Rockstun guys are also Earth, so we can summon this guy. Which I was like, so okay, I did not expect this matchup at all. I 100% had you pegged for running back Blackwings. I thought you were gonna be like, oh well, he played Blackwings in the last episode, so it's my turn to win an episode. So I was like, well, I think Nat Beast kind of cooks Blackwings if I could make it turn one. We never got to see the Dark Calling resolve for the Gaia, but that's because I never had like a reason to summon it. I was deathly afraid of like Dark Calling into Blackhorn or something. So I was purposefully not playing the Dark Callings. But yeah, this was this is like the grindiest matchup ever, and it's so okay. So explain this to me. Explain the Gren Manju to me. Is it just like, oh, it gets big after a while?
That's literally it. And this deck struggles to get big guys out. Like the biggest main deck guy I have is freaking 1900
in
with Ryo.
In Ryo, okay, yeah.
So Gren Maju just can get big.
I mean, yeah, it's like at a certain point, if you have like 3 or 4 cards banished, I have 3 or 4 cards banished. This thing's like, it's a Blue Eyes that you can normal for free.
Yeah.
Man,
But both games I saw Caius in my opener and like nothing I could do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When you got on in the first game, when you got Banisher, Artemis, and Kaiku out, I was just like, I when I saw that, I was thinking to myself, in the next game, if I manage to, or regardless of if I win or lose, I just need to keep you off monsters. That's why I actually sided in Smashing Grounds and Compulses. I was like, I just need to keep him off monsters. My monsters are bigger than his. If I can just keep him off monsters and keep him from activating his good trap cards, I'll be fine. But yeah, I this was a tough matchup. I don't know. I think if we ran this back, I'm not sure how it would go. So, oh, all right. Well, on the bright side for you, next set we're opening is Storm of Ragnarok, which you have been biding your time for with your Swap Frog ticket, and the fact that you're going to be opening up 30 packs is fucking terrifying.
But we also opened Duelist Pack Yusei 3 and Hidden Arsenal 3.
Yep,
which are some pretty dang good
I
sets.
believe Arsenal 3 has Gungnir, Barkion. I think it has like actually like some of the decent Fabled cards, funnily enough. Yusei 3.
There are no decent Fabled cards. What are you talking about?
Yusei 3 actually has a very important card in Drill Warrior, which I think we both really want to play, but we know the second, like if we both pick it, it's going to be the grindiest game that we've had in a long time. But if neither of us pick it, then it's like, well, this isn't going to be good in a couple sets. So, oh, we'll see, we'll see. But before we do that, we got to get into the winner's wheel for today's episode. All right, we're on the wheel. Gosh, what do we wanna say? I think I'll do three for the different Quakimerus: Sandman, Guardian, and Wall. 1, 2, 3, and I am getting. No, don't do this to me, man. I got a promo again. What the fuck do I? What the fuck do I take? Oh, I kind of don't want this. Because, like, okay, so I'll talk about it in the episode of what's going through my head right now, of next episode, I should say. But this is, there's so many things I want to do, and so few things that I actually, there's so few things that I think is a good choice. So, oh, man, this is so hard. All right, well, we will see what I select in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you really enjoyed, make sure to, tell your friends, tell your mom. Happy Mother's Day. This came out way later than Mother's Day, but it was just Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.